Hey everybody, welcome to Module 2. We're going to look at media literacy, what it is, where it came from, and kind of the fundamental thoughts and paradigms that are in media literacy today. So we're going to start off here with your module introduction, and it's an overview of the module. Looking at the 4 assignments that you're going to have in this module as well. But let's start off by thinking about this quote, that the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's a very powerful way of thinking about literacy in the 21st century. And media literacy is an essential component of what we need to be able to manage in this day and age. So the 4 assignments that we're going to tackle are Padlet Post Introductions, Exploring Media Literacy Foundations, and Media Literacy Paradigms, as well as doing a project on the grandparents of media literacy. So let's jump into assignment 1, which is a post on Padlet, which is a very cool tool to use when people want to gather information, or it's just a different way of having a discussion. So what I'd like you to do is post an introduction about yourself, including your major and what you aspire to do with your education. So what degree are you getting? What are you focusing on and why? And then also anything else that you might like to share. So to do Padlet, all you have to do is click here on this link and you'll be taken to the Padlet wall. And you can either double click on the wall and write something, or there's a pink plus sign down below. But make sure that you put your name on it so I can give you a grade. Then you want to write something, and you can upload pictures or links, or take a snap. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do on this Padlet wall. So play around and have fun. You can always edit it after the fact, or if you're not sure, you start off and no, you can get rid of it and start all over again. All right. Then our next assignment has to do with exploring media literacy foundations. What I would like you to do is start a Google Doc, put the module number and assignment number and your name at the title, because what you're going to do is you're going to start here and you're going to read and watch and explore different things about media literacy, and I want you to take notes as you go. So for each of these sections, I want you to take notes on your Google Doc, and then I want you to submit a link to that doc. Please make sure that you set the sharing permission so that I can comment. The third assignment has to do with understanding 2 of the major media literacy paradigms, or schools of thought, so to speak. So again, you're going to create a Google Doc. You're going to put your module number, assignment number, and your name, and then make sure that I can comment on your document. So what you're going to do is click on this field guide, and you're going to review and read through the field guide. All right. So there's the big tent and the different messages and different media paradigms. And then what I want you to do first is summarize each of the prominent paradigms. So there's 2, protectionism and empowerment. And so I want you to make sure that you summarize both of those. Please use your own word, your own voice, not the author's. Then under the protectionist paradigm, you're going to choose 3 of the strands within each paradigm. You want to discuss the questions emphasized for each strand and the pros and cons for each. So for example, if I am, oops, not there. There we go. So one of the paradigms under the protectionist paradigm is, let me get down to it here, media and public health. So this is a summary of this area of media literacy, and it focuses on helping learners mitigate unhealthy influences and adverse effects of media messages. So the questions are: who benefits, who's harmed, how does this represent reality, what lifestyles are embedded in media messages. These are the things that they use in order to help people learn about media and public health. Then you're going to want to read through this section and look at the key organizations that address that particular media and public health area. So you're going to summarize each paradigm, then choose 3 of the strands within each paradigm. That means there's 3 for protectionists and 3 for empowerment. Discuss the questions that they emphasize for each strand and the pros and cons for each. So what do you think about it? And I will be using this rubric. Please remember that this is a writing course, so you'll need to write clearly using proper grammar and syntax and structure. Then the last assignment is grandparents of media literacy presentation. So I'm going to have you do is you can create a Google Doc, you can use PowerPoint. It doesn't matter what media you want to use, but you're going to create a presentation on one of the grandparents of media literacy. So if you go over to the Grandparents of Media Literacy website, you'll see that under the Grandparents Gallery, there's a whole list of different people who are influential in the formulation in media literacy. You're going to pick one of those people, you're going to view their profile, you're going to read about why this person who nominated them thinks they're important, and you're going to create a presentation. I also want you to explore other resources to add to what you're going to get from this particular website. So I would do a more extensive search on Simone de Beauvoir, I think. I don't speak French, sorry. And then discuss and bring in some more interesting details. All right, so you're going to explore the gallery. You need to choose one of them, create a presentation that talks about who that person is or was, how they have influenced media literacy, and also exploring more resources to enrich your presentation. Then you're going to post a link to your presentation here in the discussion forum, and you're going to then write a short summary of who you chose and why. All right, that wraps up Module 2. So you've got a couple of weeks to work on this. I've staggered the due date, so hopefully that will help you all out. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Thanks.